We live in the golden age of the tap-to-eat economy. With a few swipes on a smartphone, a steaming bag of food appears at your doorstep in 30 minutes or less. It's the ultimate modern luxury. No groceries to buy, no pans to scrub, and no culinary skills required. Whether it's a late-night pad thai, a midday poke bowl, or a classic greasy burger, takeout has become the backbone of the urban diet. But while we obsess over the star rating of the restaurant or the speed of the delivery driver, we are almost entirely blind to the journey that food takes from the professional kitchen to your kitchen table. Between the chef's pan and your first bite lies a gauntlet of chemical leaching, temperature danger zones, and biological shortcuts. The truth is, your favorite takeout isn't just a meal. It's a high-stakes experiment in food safety and chemistry. The forever chemical wrapper. The most immediate danger of takeout doesn't actually come from the food. It comes from what the food is touching. To keep grease from soaking through a paper bag or a cardboard pizza box, manufacturers often coat packaging in PFAS, polyfluoroalkyl substances. These are known as forever chemicals because they never fully break down in the environment or the human body. When piping hot, acidic, or fatty foods, like a burger with secret sauce or a greasy slice of pepperoni pizza, sit in these containers, the heat acts as a catalyst. It draws the PFAS out of the packaging and directly into your meal. The shock factor. Studies have linked PFAS exposure to a staggering array of health issues, including suppressed immune systems, thyroid disruption, and increased cancer risk. When you eat that takeout, you aren't just getting your calories, you're getting a side of industrial coating. 2. The plastic leaching nightmare. Then there's the ubiquitous black plastic tray, the gold standard for Chinese takeout and upscale meal prep deliveries. These containers are often made of polypropylene or polystyrene. While they are marketed as microwave safe, that term is highly misleading. Microwave safe simply means the plastic won't melt or explode in your microwave. It does not mean it won't leach chemicals. When you microwave your leftovers in these containers, or when a restaurant scoops boiling hot soup into a plastic quart container, it triggers the release of phthalates and bisphenol, like BPA. These chemicals are endocrine disruptors, meaning they mimic hormones in your body and can scramble your biological signals, potentially leading to metabolic issues and reproductive problems. 3. The temperature danger zone. In a restaurant, health inspectors are obsessed with the danger zone. The temperature range between 4 degrees Celsius 40 degrees Fahrenheit and 60 degrees Celsius 140 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the sweet spot where bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can double their population every 20 minutes. In a professional kitchen, food is kept screaming hot or ice cold. But the moment that food enters a delivery bag, the clock starts ticking. Delivery drivers are often juggling multiple stacked orders. Your lukewarm burrito might spend 45 minutes in the back of a sedan that smells like air freshener and old upholstery. By the time it reaches you, it has spent nearly an hour in the peak bacterial growth zone. The reality check. Most delivery bags are insulated, but they aren't ovens. If your food arrives at a temperature that feels just okay, it has likely been a playground for pathogens for the duration of the trip. 4. The ghost kitchen mystery. 5 years ago, you knew exactly where your food was coming from. Today, you might be ordering from a ghost kitchen or cloud kitchen. These are massive, windowless industrial warehouses where dozens of different restaurants operate out of a single shared space. While many ghost kitchens follow strict protocols, the lack of a public-facing storefront removes a layer of social accountability. In a traditional restaurant, you can see the dining room. You can see if the staff looks overwhelmed or if the floors are grimy. Ghost kitchens are invisible. With no grate in the window for passersby to see, the pressure to cut corners on hygiene during a rush can be immense. When the brand only exists on an app, it can be deleted and rebranded overnight if a food poisoning outbreak occurs. The additive overload. Beyond the MSG myth. We've all heard the outdated tropes about MSG, but the real additive shocker in takeout is much more calculated. Restaurant food is designed to be hyper-palatable. To ensure a dish tastes good after sitting in a box for 30 minutes, chefs often load it with 3 times the salt, sugar, and fats you would use at home. However, it's the texturizers that should worry you. To prevent sauces from breaking or noodles from turning into a gelatinous brick during transit, many takeout operations use high levels of modified food starches and gums, like xanthan or guar gum. In high amounts, these can cause significant bloating and gut microbiome disruption. You aren't just full. Your digestive system is struggling to process a slurry of stabilizers designed for shelf life, not human life. 6. The hygiene gap, the final handoff. Finally, consider the last mile. In a restaurant, the person handling your food is, theoretically, trained in food safety and subject to hand-washing protocols. Once the bag is sealed and handed to a third-party driver, that chain of custody breaks. Drivers are independent contractors. They aren't required to have food handler permits in most jurisdictions. They are touching steering wheels, cell phones, which are notoriously filthier than toilet seats, and car door handles, and then they are grabbing the handles of your bag. If the bag isn't perfectly sealed with a tamper-proof sticker, the risk of cross-contamination, or even the occasional fry theft, becomes a reality.
As restaurants across the USA move to takeout only, millions of Americans are ordering in. Donnie Yu from Premier Food Safety says ordering takeout is a safe option.
It is safe to get takeout and delivery. There is no evidence of transmission of the coronavirus onto the food.
But before you dig in, here are a few safety tips you may never have thought of.
7. How to make takeout safer. This isn't a plea to delete your delivery apps and live on raw kale. It's a call for a takeout strategy. You can significantly reduce your risk with 3 simple steps. 1. Ditch the container immediately. As soon as the food arrives, transfer it to your own ceramic plates or glass bowls. Never, ever microwave the original plastic or cardboard containers. 2. The reheat rule. If your food arrives lukewarm, don't just eat it. Blast it in the oven or a pan until it reaches at least 74 degrees Celsius, 165 degrees Fahrenheit. This kills the vast majority of bacteria that may have hitched a ride during the delivery. 3. Order local and direct. Try to order from restaurants that have their own delivery staff. They tend to have shorter delivery radiuses and a higher stake in the restaurant's reputation. The bottom line: takeout is a miracle of the modern world, but the convenience comes with a hidden chemical and biological tax. We have traded the safety of the home kitchen for the efficiency of the industrial supply chain. By being aware of the forever chemicals in the boxes and the bacteria in the danger zone, you can enjoy your Friday night feast without the Saturday morning regret. Ultimately, your takeout is more than just a convenience. It is a complex intersection of industrial chemistry and logistical risk that we often ignore in favor of a quick bite. By staying vigilant about how your food is packaged and transported, you can reclaim control over your health without sacrificing the joy of a night off from the kitchen.